Now that might be your reaction when you learn to do the last layer of your Rubik's Cube, where you know to solve the full Rubik's Cube. And that's awesome. At first, we learn on how to do the first layer. This, the first layer. And after that, we learn how to do the second layer. This, the second layer. Now, if you know these two layers properly, then we'll go to the third layer. Okay, now doing the last layer, it's kind of hard as a beginner because it's not like the first two layers because there are way how to catch the cube, and you got to memorize some algorithms or formulas, and doing this last layer can even mess up the first two layers, but I'll just show you how to do it in a real simple way. Now let me give you an idea now how to do the last layer. The last layer is done in a 4-step process. So first you gotta do a cross using a formula. Yeah. Well, taking only the middle pieces, you get a cross. Now after doing the cross, second step is getting alignment of the middle pieces. Like this green, red, red. But these both are not. So I have to get these both also aligned. That also using another formula. And see, like this, I got every side. Now after this, the third step is permutation of my last layer corners. In simple words, I have to get the last layer corner pieces in its right places. Like in this case, none of them in its right place. So I gotta shuffle them up and get them in the right place using another formula. Now if I check, I found this one. This is in its right place. So I gotta permute the other three pieces in its right place. Like this one should come here, this one here, and this one here. So using the same formula, I have to do it again. Now as I've got all of them in my right place, the last step is to orient my last layer corner, which is these both only, which is not turned. I gotta turn them up. Not using a formula, but I do it in a different way, like down, left, up, right, like that. And I get my cube solved real easy. So let's get on starting on how to do the last layer. Okay, now let's get on to the first step on doing the cross. Doing the cross, I can see there are 4 cases. One is when there's a dot, and next L, and after that then dash, then you get the cross, which is all done using a one formula itself. So you just gotta memorize this one formula for making cross. Now if you got this case of dot, you can catch it anyway and do this formula. If you do not know how to understand formulas, you can go check out the link in the description where I have taught you how to understand formulas. So let's do this formula and get the L-shaped one. F R U R prime U prime F prime. Now see, I got an L shape. And this case comes most of the time after you solve the first 2 layers. This thing comes, but the problem with this case is there's a certain way you have to catch it. You have to either catch it this way, like the other way around of L. L is like this, but you have to catch it this way. This should be facing towards you and do the formula. Or you have to catch this way, like this. But I normally catch it this way around. It's easier. L the other way around. This, yeah, you just flip it off and catch it this way. It should be facing towards you, and do the same formula. F R U R prime U prime F prime, and now you got a dash. Now catch it this way, the dash should be facing towards you, and do the same formula again. F R U R prime U prime F prime, and you get your cross. I know it doesn't look like the cross because of the corner pieces. By checking the middle pieces, you got the cross. Okay, now comes in question when. Uh, why not using your logic instead of using formulas for doing the last layer? Yes, you can use logic, but it's going to be really hard doing that way. Formulas means you just need to apply the formula and get the thing done. Here means you gotta think how to do it. Now I can show an example of doing the cross. I can just do that FRU R dash U dash F dash. Yeah, just do that. Just put that straight away and get my cross. If I have to use my logic, it'll be like I got these two pieces, middle pieces yellow turned upward, but these both are not. So I have to either bring this upward or shuffle this one over here and this one up here. Okay, I'll just show you the way how it's done. Just see it. I know will you understand. I got one of them down, up, other one I'll bring it up. Yes, I got my cross. But what happened here is I messed up my first two layers. But I can bring that back also. And I got my first two layers and my cross. Yeah, this is the way how you can do it in logical manner, but it's really hard. So that's why it's better to use a formula. Now I can say the logic behind these formulas. Now on to the second step of solving the last layer of your cube. After we done the cross, now your check is getting aligned everywhere, like this blue, like this. You have to get every sides, like it should be orange, green, red. We have done this in your first layer also, but in first layer we just used to put directly. I'll get it aligned with the middle piece and make the cross. But we can't do that over here because we made the first two layers and do the cross using a formula. Now getting it aligned is difficult, so you have to do using another formula, which is really simple. So to do this, first you have to find at least two pieces which is aligned like this. You have to turn in and check. No, and again, no, and again I turn. Now here I got red and green. So if you have got two of them, two aligned pieces like this, two aligned edges, then you have to keep one aligned edge like this on your right side and the other aligned piece on your back side. You have to catch it this manner and do the formula. And the formula is this one. Just follow me. R U R dash U R U 2 R dash U. Now you can check all these sides, it'll be aligned. Blue, red, green, orange. Yep, you can say this is that magic. Okay, this is a special case which can happen in your alignment of edges, which is like you got red and the opposite color, which is orange, over here. So the problem over here is you can't keep one aligned edge on the right and the other one back. So you'll be confused on how to catch it or how to do the formula. It's really simple. You just gotta use the formula 2 times. You can catch it this way or this way, any way you want, any sides, and do the formula once. So let's do that first. R U R prime U, or U2 R prime U. No, if after doing that I have to find for two pieces aligned. Yes, I found here green green and orange orange, which means I can keep one on my right, another one on my back, and do the formula, same formula again. R U R prime U, or U2 R prime U. Now I've got all the side edges aligned. Now what's the logic behind this alignment of the edges using that formula RU R dash U RU2 R dash U? So basically what you do is you bring this piece. Okay, I'll just show you. It's better for me to show you now. You have to be very sure of where the colors are, like green back is blue, right side is orange, and the back left side is red. So you got these two aligned, and when you do the formula, you just bring this piece first down. Red's opposite orange. You might be knowing that. You do that. Now you bought these both, but the blue one you bring it over here, as orange right side is blue. Then you know the other yellow piece which is over here, which is associated with green, should be over here because blue's opposite is green. And I bring them. Now I get every edges aligned. So that's the logic behind the formula IU R dash U, IU2 R dash U. Okay, now on to the third case of solving the last layer, which is permuting the last layer corners. Before, first we did the cross, then we got the edges aligned, so you got the middle piece ordained in the right places. Now the only thing which you have seen is messed up is the corner pieces, last layer corner pieces. So permutation of the last layer corners, in simple words, you gotta swap the pieces in its right places. Like example, this one is in its right place. Why do I say that now? If I turn this, I get in an ordained manner, but if I turn this one, nope, it's not. So I gotta put them in its right places. So there are two cases which can happen, which is like I can get one of the pieces in the right place or none of them in the right places. I'll show that one later, but as I've got one of them in the right place, I'll show you how to do this one. Most of the time when you, after your alignment, you get at least one of the pieces in the right place. Yeah, and if you've got that, you gotta catch this right, the piece which is in the right place on your right side, and do this formula. So by doing this formula, what you'll be doing is swapping the corner pieces, other three corner pieces is not in its right place, like this one here, and this one here. Yeah, so come, let's do it. U R U prime L prime U R prime U prime L. Now I gotta check if they are in its right places, and it's not, so I have to do it again once more. U R U prime L prime U R prime U prime L. Now if I check out, I got all of the pieces in the right place. Why do I say that? Now you can just twist them, check. I got in ordained. Even this, see? Okay, you should not really do that. That's a cheating. There's a way how to twist the corners, which is the last step I'll be showing you. Okay, this is a special case. Okay, not a special case. It can happen sometimes when you are permuting your last layer corners, that you cannot find even one of the pieces in its right place. So none of them are in the right place. So what do you do over here? It's simple, that you can catch any of the corner pieces and do that same formula until you get one of the pieces in its right place. I can catch it this corner piece or this one, any corner piece and do it. Yeah, let's do it. U R U prime L prime U R prime U prime L. Now finding, yeah, I found one corner piece which is in the right place. Now the thing what I would do is I would orient the other three corner pieces. So I put this on my right side and shuffle the other three corner pieces, like this one, yeah, this one here, and this one here. So let's do the same formula again. U R U prime L prime U R prime U prime L. I didn't get it, I have to do it again. And now I got all the corner pieces in the right place, and I got my cube solved itself, which is sometimes luck. Now on to the final step of solving your 3x3 cube, which is orienting your last layer corners. Yeah, you permuted your last layer corner, which is putting the corner pieces in the right place. Now the thing is, some pieces can be unturned. So like this yellow color not facing upwards, like these both, you just gotta turn this on, which is really easy but can be a bit confusing, and which leads up to messing up the full cube itself. So I will show you an easy way which I do it. I don't really use a formula like that, but just follow me. And things which you have to be careful is, first I am turning this corner piece, I catch it this way. Then to turn the other corner piece, I don't catch it this way. I catch like the same way itself, but bring the other unturned corner piece here and turn it up. I don't know if you understood that. when I show you, I think you can understand it better. If you're following me, let's do it. Yeah, so I don't want to say R prime, D prime, but I'll just say down, left, up, right, which is, I'm going to turn this one, I catch this, I put down or R prime, left, which is D prime, up, which is R, and right, which is D. So it's R prime, D prime, R, and D. I just say up, left, down, right, which is easier for me. Down, left, up, right. Down, left, up, right. Down, left, up, right. Okay, I stop it here. I just do this thing until I turn this corner piece or orient this corner piece in its right way. I stop it there. And the only corner piece which I gotta turn is this one. I bring this one here and do the same thing. Down, left, up, right. Down, left, up, right. And I get my cube solved. It's that simple. Now I'll tell you some special cases which can happen. Okay, some things which I notice people on solving the last layer corner, they do mistake by first turning this piece and turning like this. Be careful with that. And the other one is when some people do down, left, upright, they are not completing the moves. I'll tell what I mean. I'll show you. Down, left, up, right. Down, left, up, right. Down, left, up, right. Down, left, up. Okay, you guys saw a mistake what I did? I didn't complete that move. I didn't put this in right. That's a mistake which I've seen many of them doing, which can lead you to messing up the full cube itself. So if you, I'll just show you what happens if I don't do the complete my move properly. Now I bring this corner piece which I want to turn here, and I do it. Down, left, up, right. Down, left, up, right. See, I messed up my first two layers which I did. Now this becomes my first layer. I have to again do it. So be careful. I even do it like not only down left up right, I catch it in this way and do it because it's more easier for me. I'll just show you. I bring it like this and do, and bring this with on over here and do the same thing. I got it. Okay, there can be a case where three corners are not oriented or even four corners not oriented, but got you just gotta do the same steps. There's no difference. Yeah, the only difference I can say is that you gotta turn extra pieces. So if you got this case, let's do it. Down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right. Yeah. I got three of them in the last corner piece, and you get a cube solved for the first time, and that's awesome. I guess I've not missed out anything. Yeah, so you should be learning how to solve the cube by now. So if you guys got any idea on how to solve the full cube after watching the full series of first layer, second layer, third layer, then give it a like if you want to, and subscribe if you want to learn to solve the other weird cubes, because I'll be coming up with the tutorials of those. So until then, bye, and yeah, keep practicing.